Welcome to the Intuitive Teacup, my friends. These tarot readings are meant to motivate, empower, and inspire you. Please keep an open heart and an open mind as you watch these general readings, as some material will resonate and some might not. Do have faith it is serving someone out there, and take away only what resonates for you. Please release the rest. Feel free to book a personal reading with me if you would like something catered specifically to your inquiries and energy. That information is down below for you. You are responsible for all actions and decisions and the vibe that you bring to this channel. This is optional advice or guidance, and of course, you will always have free will. Check the box below for my social media links, the decks I use, and more information on this channel. Let's hop into your tarot reading. What's up, water signs, Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces? Happy New Year. Welcome to your mini love tarot readings. Timestamps are right down below, so you can hop right to yours. We are going to go backwards. We're going to start with Pisces. All right, so let's tap into my Pisces energy. What does Pisces need to know about their person and about love for Pisces? All right. So your person may be masquerading or wearing a mask. Interesting. So I instantly got from this the wolf in sheep's clothing. Sorry that my light is so bright. Hopefully you guys can see that. The Harlequin, so which doesn't always have a bad connotation. In fact, this card literally says true feelings are masked. But I don't know. I don't know if I love this wolf card. Beware of who you trust. That seems like someone maybe putting on some sort of falseness or putting on some sort of charade, especially your air sign. That's sort of the third card coming out here. I am reading with oracle cards. We'll go ahead and throw some tarot on it to see, since this is a tarot reading after all. I like to mix it up and then kind of use different decks, but tell me a little bit more about this. Yeah, literally Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius are written on this card, so if you're not dealing with an air sign, then hooray, maybe this isn't your message. If you are, obviously, I'm not saying don't. I would never be the tarot reader to tell you that. I think the universe is just saying be aware. Don't take this person at face value, or let them prove themselves through their actions, not their words. I think that's going to be very important for you guys. This is probably someone from you. Yeah, okay, so the message here, Pisces, is that you already know what's up intuitively with all these cards. Ooh, my light is so bright. You already kind of feel what's going on here. I just feel like there's a message of, you're maybe sentimental about this person because it was on again, off again, or someone from your past you reconnected with. And it's almost like it felt like a fairy tale. Like, oh my God, I haven't seen them in years and we reconnected. The thing is, I'm not sure they know what they want, or they're telling you what you want to hear, but it's not necessarily laced with truth. So the thing is, that's a very specific message. So in fact, I'm going to close her on up. That has a lot of red flags to it. In fact, let me do one more. So if Pisces is resonating with this, if they are highly suspicious of their air sign, and this is confirming what they're already thinking and feeling, I'm also getting a message here too for those who have siblings or a best friend who is like a sibling. Your friend may actually initiate a conversation with you like, so about your guy, or like they're trying to give you some sort of moral support and ground your emotions so you don't kind of fall head over heels in love with this person, because someone who you trust very much, again, a sibling, it could even be a parent, but I'm getting very much like sibling or best friend, someone who's very likely close in your age range. They're getting weird vibes from this person too. So again, it would be guidance or advice that you really trust. You should listen to that, as well as your own intuition. So what can Pisces expect from their, I'm going to say mysterious in a nice way, their mysterious air sign? Where is this headed in the next month or so? There's going to be a separation. There's going to be a split. Also with you, especially your Gemini or your Cancer, Gemini, Cusper. Again, this isn't everybody's story, but if this is making sense for you, Pisces, it's intuitively you already feel it, and it's saying close your cup off, because there's a distance growing between you, and it's not your imagination. You're not crazy. It's just saying, yeah, it's not going to work out in the next month with that person. So give it space, give it some time. Let that person, or give that person the gift of time and distance so that they can figure out what they do want, because I promise if they decide they want you, Pisces, they will show up, right? They will come back. But for now, it's got like a lot of kind of red flags on it. So let's do a new message for you. Pisces, message number 2. Let's connect with my Pisces gang out there. All right, so give me 3 cards on their person and 3 cards on them, please. So some of you have a new love coming in with a Scorpio. In fact, you've been manifesting this. This almost feels like it's a, dare I say, this sounds so big, like an answer to your prayers. There's someone coming in who you, especially for my Pisces, who always feel like there's something about you feel like you're one of many, like you never stand out from the group, kind of that thing of like, I feel like every female can relate to this, like when you go out with a group of your girlfriends, it feels like eyes are always on everyone but you, especially my water signs. You guys get that, right? I'm not saying that's true for all of you. Why I mention that though is because there's a turning of the table. So if you have always felt like, oh, it's never me, it's never my turn, always a bridesmaid, never a bride, I'm not necessarily getting marriage vibes here, but I am saying you're the one that stands out from the pack. So that leads me to believe you may have met this person in a situation where there were multiple factors or multiple suitors you could have met. This could have been ages ago, when we weren't social distancing, like up in the club with lots of people, whatever it is. For most of you, it feels like this is a Scorpio or possibly a Sag cusper, and this person has been manifesting you and vice versa. It's possible you haven't met this person yet too, though. With the Ace of Cups, this could be a projection. In fact, I'm getting sort of during the winter months when things have sort of like frozen over, and it's not, there's something about kind of with the Death card, it's like the land isn't fertile. It's like there's a period of wait. There's a period of almost like hibernation. That's when this starts to actually come in, 8 of Wands, and it comes in possibly when you're not expecting it. So there is a message here. Hold on. I want to get one more clarifier on that. Again, something about multiple people. You may have to choose between multiple people, but to be honest, that doesn't feel like the main message here. Okay, so this could also indicate there's no message here of third party and infidelity right now anyway. I don't see that at all. However, there is a message here that this could have been someone you met a while back and they weren't available because they were already in another relationship. That relationship may have ended, Pisces. So something about red shoes. I don't know. Red shoes I'm seeing. It could be a Taurus. Or this person has recently gotten out of a marriage that has ended. So Scorpio and Taurus are the only major arcana I have. I have a suggestion of Gemini, maybe Sag, maybe Leo. Doesn't have to be that. For most of you, it's saying you either had to wait on this person because they were married, or this could be you. Some of my Pisces may have had to be really cutthroat in terms of no longer accepting partnership that doesn't meet your standards or match your vibration, in which case you may be feeling lost among crowds of people, like when will I meet my next person? I mean, this looks pretty good to me. There is an ending, but that might not be on your end. In fact, it very likely has to do with your person ended something and now they're coming in. And the thing is, I'm not going to say they're coming in super fast, but they're coming in. You don't have a lot of earth, so it's not the slowest thing I've ever seen. So this will get up and running relatively quickly. It's just a matter of when it comes into you. But Ace of Cups is good. Make sure you're practicing self-love, especially if you went through a very difficult ending of some kind. But yeah, it's like the tables are starting to turn. Possibly with your Leo, or it could indicate something about childhood. Maybe you knew this person in your youth, or even if you're some sort of artist or something, you could meet them in some sort of like artistic group or spiritual group or something of the sort. They could, teach children. They could be a primary school teacher or something like that. Anyway, and a card of Leo. Did I already say that? So some of you are waiting on a Leo. And the universe is saying to me there's still a little bit of mystery there. If you're waiting on a Leo or possibly another Pisces, no, I'm going to stick with this. If you're waiting on a Leo, there's an air of mystery there, and the universe is encouraging you, Pisces, to move on for the time being and let the Leo figure out what they need. It's not to say you won't hear from them. You do have a King of Swords coming in underneath these, but I almost think if you're waiting on the Leo is resting and figuring out their game plan. So here it's saying make sure, Pisces, you're mingling and meeting new people, because that's sort of what you are. It's like you have the universe's blessing to go off and match with someone else while this is working itself out, okay? So then over here, we have 10 of Cups. Wow, so again, the ending of a marriage is coming through here on both sides. So I'm not saying it has to be you. If it's not marriage, it could indicate a long-term commitment. For others of you, though, it's saying this could potentially build to be something that feels like someone you may want to spend your life with. Even if you don't feel that way now, right? If you're someone who, I never want to get married, I don't believe in marriage, but, I want love, you may actually end up changing your mind. After some serious assessment, yeah, and then you have the Chariot too. So some of you are going to be spending a lot of time with your family in the coming month or so, especially your mother. There may be some sort of important conversation you have with a mother or a maternal-like figure. If it's not your mother, again, grandmother, aunt. It doesn't have to be family, but it's someone who's like you would consider your soul family. Others of you are going to connect with a Cancer, or again, you may be leaving a Cancer to go towards another. You do have a lot of Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy here too. So, in fact, I have major arcana for all three of them. So water signs are looking good. I would encourage you to go towards water signs. And it's not to say all your air signs are bad, but, just to recount kind of this first reading, that had red flags all over it regarding an air sign, so you'll know if that's your story, right? Okay, that's what I got for you, Pisces. This looks really good. I don't know what else to say. The next person who comes in, you're going to be contemplating a more serious commitment with them than I think you ever have before. Or if you're out of a long-term relationship, there's something about this where it takes off very nice, and I think you may stop yourself and be like, well, wait a minute, this is moving very fast. Because you're right, it does. It moves fast. But I think you will be happy. I feel like you want to make this... You want to make the situation work. You see it as a potential victory, and vice versa. I think your person does too. A lot of Scorpio vibes here, okay? All right, Pisces. That's pretty cool. All right, Scorpio, what's up? Welcome to your little love tarot reading. Let's do it. Let's connect with Scorpio's person, whoever they're thinking of. Let's get 3 cards for them. That came flying out. The key. All right. And then let's get 3 for Scorpio, where they're at. All right, so these cards are okay. I almost want to jump to yours first just because I'm like, what's going on here? So full disclosure, I'm using an oracle deck, Hourglass. Only time will tell. I'm going to clarify it with tarot. I just wanted to mix it up and use this deck because it's super cool. So you have Dagger, conflict and danger lie in wait. So this says to me, some of you feel like you got the rug swept out from under you. Some of you Scorpios are going through it with... It could be a Capricorn, a Gemini, a Virgo, someone who you feel like was kind of tricky. The Wizard is almost kind of like the magician of the deck. This says use your skills to aid others. So it's not necessarily a trickster like in terms of like, I'm hearing the word malefic. Is that the word? Like planetary type stuff. But I don't know. It's not someone who set out to hurt you. I think by default, that's what happened. And yeah, the word indulgence is coming up with Satyr. So something about this, it's very kind of Pan-like, kind of some, possibly a Capricorn energy, or again, kind of like devil energy, like addiction issues, or just lower vibrational thinking. It could be, you're fearful of someone getting away, and so you're clinging tighter to them. For most of you, I feel like that was actually your demise, is that you felt like someone was slipping from your grip, and so instead of just accepting the situation for what it was, it felt like you maybe retaliated or did something in a lower vibration, and then you still kind of, it's like you got effed over anyway. That's sort of the vibe I get. So let me help you with that first, because I think that's what's priority here. So you do have new love coming in, though, if that's the case. I do have to say, I don't get a good vibe from this Wizard card, though. The more I look at it with the devil next to it, it feels very trickstery and ultimately dagger. There's, at minimum, Scorpio, there's conflict here, but it feels like someone hurt you. It feels like, yeah, my Scorpios are going through a bit of a time. So just based on your cards alone, I don't necessarily know if you're ready to accept new love, because it feels like you still have some healing to do. So what is the best advice or guidance I can give to Scorpio who are going through a bit of a time? Some of you are having a really drag-out, blown-out argument with your family, and it's exhausting to the point where I think it's like you've shut off communication with them entirely, especially your father. Some of you may have received difficult news at work or something about your money. Universe is saying to me, know that this is a very important time for you to realize that you can stand on your own 2 feet again and to rebuild your life the way you want it to be, not the way your family has imposed on you, or not, or even your ex, right? It's almost like you need to do it for you, which again, that's not typically a message I have to tell Scorpio, but there's a lot of people watching, so this could even be cross-watcher energy. Yeah, it's something about now is the time to really focus on you and rebuild your life. So if you're in a period of stagnation, know that will end, but it's almost like you kind of need to, you need to revive your life yourself and not depend on someone else to come in and kind of like, those, get those sparks of romance going. It's almost like you need to fall in love with you again and fall in love with your life again. I know that's a little bit cheesy, but I actually think it's a really beautiful message. So if that's the case, if you're looking for new love, it's saying to me, you may end up dating someone you meet either at a team is sort of what I'm hearing. So whether that's like a sports league or whatever, knitting group or whatever it is you do, right? Something about meeting someone through a friend or through it could be even through your sibling, right? Others of you're going to meet somebody at work. And it could even be someone who's very wealthy, someone who's very well off. Aries and Virgo are coming through here too.
Some of you are divorcing or separating from someone who kept really tight control over your money. It was almost like you were having to account for every penny that was spent, and like you guys weren't even sharing a bank account. Something weird like that. It was, I don't know. I don't get great vibes from the past thing that's coming through here, so I would let that go, knowing that now is the time to kind of work on you and rebuild from it. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. This is definitely going to make you stronger in the long run. So in terms of who's coming in, instantly I sort of see a Sagittarius and possibly a Scorpio, so it could be a cusper. Or this is just indicating you and the Sagittarius. So locked doors can be open now. So I think this might be for someone from the past who you never, either it never really got off the ground, or there was something about quite literally a closed door. You're being presented with a key that also makes me think of both the High Priestess and the High Priest. So this could be a very spiritual connection that it's almost like the universe was holding back on presenting you with until it could properly come together. Yeah, but here's the thing. I think you kind of know who this is. You, like, flat out, you guys may have dated and it didn't work for one reason or another. Now, I'm going to give you the message I always give. This is coming back into your life for a reason. So either it's something the universe wants you to see, or the universe wants you to address to either heal from it entirely. I have to be honest, the main message coming through here, yeah, thank you. I was going to say, it looks really good. So for most of you, just to reassure whether this is your message, this is not an ex that you hate. This is not an ex that you would never speak to again, or however you want to phrase it. This is something where like, oh man, swing and a miss, or I wish we could have, or that kind of like seems like a missed opportunity. If Spirit feels that is in alignment with where you are at currently, and flat out, some of you are not there yet, so always be working on yourself. But if you do rebuild from whatever was dragging you down in the past, whatever this lower vibrational energy is, again, for some of you, it was like a really nasty thing with an Aries or a Capricorn or whatever. It doesn't matter the zodiac signs. Anyway, something is being aligned for you where at one point in time it wasn't able to work. There either wasn't reciprocity, or you didn't live in the same place, or somebody was dating someone else at the time. Anyway, whatever was locked or blocked, I'm hearing the word obstructed, there's something, it's like the golden key comes in and you guys are able to get to each other now, and maybe it's like you're able to stick the landing. Fate has blocked this path for you, and locked doors can now be opened. Scorpio, that's a pretty kick-ass reading. I'm sorry the lighting is so bad, you guys. Can you see those cards? It's probably because I have like very white and very, very dark background, so my camera's like, what do we focus on? Anyway, I'll have to work on that, but hopefully you can see that. And then it ends with the unicorn, which says good fortune and friendship. Instantly makes me think of like Jupiter type energy, as well as Aquarius and Pisces. Jupiter being strongly associated with Sagittarius, as well as Pisces, and just the unicorn, that to me is screaming Aquarian vibes. So this looks very good. So again, I want to reiterate, Scorpio, if you are just effing exhausted and ready to give up in life, don't. Understand that this whatever this is, it's a jumping off point to teach you a lesson to rebuild properly, right? We're going 3 to 4, 3 of Pentacles to the 4, the Emperor, establishing a solid foundation for yourself. Very much earth energy with these two cards. It's like finding our footing, grounding ourselves, taking a breath, building upon our own life. But I just keep hearing the phrase falling in love with you again, falling in love with your life. It could be that you kind of lost your sense of self in this relationship. I am sort of getting the idea of obsession, which I'll be honest, Scorp, that word does kind of fall in alignment with, Pluto energy and all that. So, Mars, like there is a lot of kind of heavy energy that's coming through of either something that recently ended or something that energetically you're still holding on to. It's like, we got to work through this so that we can open the floodgates for this to come in, because this seems like, the missing key, right? To your life, to your love, to your romantic life, whatever it is. I would also argue too that the missing key, to stick with that kind of cheesy metaphor, it's already within you, right? You don't need that person to make you feel complete. And if that's what you're searching for, well, that's going to be a karmic lesson that keeps playing over and over again, because this is about building you to be the strongest you can be, right? Not relying on anyone but yourself. And then that way when partnership comes in, whether it, exceeds your expectations and you marry this person and it's great, or whether it doesn't last long and you leave or they leave, you're still you. You always have you to fall back on. That's really important in this spread. All right, so tell me a little bit more. And I never want to say, like, we need to rush the healing process. In fact, I'm sort of dead set against that. But there would be a need for you to kind of have this realization or this wake-up call sooner than later. So maybe it's literally this tarot reading, right? Or maybe you're going to sit on this and think about it and it'll make sense later. But I do just kind of want to put a shout out here for the hourglass. It's the bottom of your deck and says time is of the essence. So this is sort of like, when can we get the ball rolling on becoming this? Like, you know, Venus and Virgo, Nine of Pentacles, like self-made man, self-made woman type energy. Because the longer we stay in this energy, we're delaying something really beautiful coming in. So just sort of a friendly nudge of maybe get the ball rolling faster than you usually would on this. Again, heal properly, heal your wounds, heal your heartbreak, but something good is coming in. So do not give up hope. Do not feel a sense of loss. Give me a few more key cards on this. Yeah, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Aquarius, Pisces could be coming up. And again, it could be someone you reconnect with from the past who, again, it felt like a missed opportunity. That's really the strongest message I see here, but it's not to say it couldn't be new. Something about this key looks very much like an Ace of Swords to me, so it could be new. Possibly a new air sign. Reciprocity, I like that. This person has more time in their life, or vice versa. You have more time to put into this relationship now, so it has a better success rate. Your person may be very humanitarian or have an interest in being part of charity work, something of the sorts, giving their time to the community, raising funds for those in need, something about that. So they're very busy, but they like to stay busy. In fact, you guys may, did I already tell you this? I feel like I did. Yeah, I did over here. You guys may end up working on a similar project with them or some sort of, I don't think it's work. I think it's some sort of like event or charity or something like that. You may also meet them in travel. This person may already have a child from a separate marriage or a divorce or something of the sort. This person's very fun, though. They're very curious. They have a sense of wonderment about life. It's like they're young at heart, but they have their shit together. Like, they're very mature, but they're not jaded by what they do, even though they've probably been through a lot of things that you could argue have been heartbreaking and disappointing. They've picked themselves back up, and they're back on the battlefield. This person will not let the shadow side win. They keep showing up to their own life despite the ups and downs, despite the obstacles, and they just have a really beautiful outlook on life. Scorp, I kind of dig this person. Again, they could have gotten out of a long-term relationship and now they're available again. And just so you know, for some of you, they may or may not have children. For some of you, I do see that, and if it doesn't resonate, that doesn't mean it's not your story, but whoops, in reverse. So the King of Swords is in reverse, so I'm thinking there's possibly an air sign that is no longer in the picture, whether that was your life or their life. And then the Chariot. So you may end up moving to a new city or to a new location. I only say that because the Chariot is sometimes symbolic of like the car or moving, or it's just established like an established win or a victory. Like, again, the word warrior, I keep hearing, the idea of like going to battle. There's something very determined about this person of they want to make good in their life. It's like they want to leave their mark on society. They want to leave like a positive mark. So, when they look back, they don't feel like their life was wasted. There's a very admirable quality. They're a very deep, complex thinker. Again, more Sagittarian type vibes, possibly a Cancer. Something about your hometown may factor into this. And so Five of Pentacles is in reverse. So again, that to me is saying what's delaying this is someone is going through hardship right now. It's not all sunshine and rainbows yet. This is like the light at the end of the tunnel. It's like when you ascend in your spiritual journey, new doors are unlocked, but we can't bust the door down until we've actually done the spiritual work. Scorp, this is a pretty good reading. Stay positive, though, because I can see some of you are going through it. So, all right, we're going to move on to Cancerians. Like, share, and subscribe, Scorpio, if you made it this far. And yeah, moving forward, I'm going to try, the keyword being try, to be more consistent when I post. So water signs will always be Monday. Moving forward, fire signs Tuesdays, earth signs Wednesday, and who am I missing? Air signs on Thursday. So yeah, I'll see you next week. All right, let's do Cancer. Let me shuffle my deck here a little bit more. Cancer may have a Capricorn coming in. Or another Cancer. All right. In fact, we'll start this way. I dig this deck. I don't use it enough. All right, so let's connect with our Cancers. What's up, Cancer? Happy New Year. Let's talk about your love life. We're going to get 3 cards on your person and 3 cards on you. So Spirit, Universe, connects me with that Cancerian energy. Who are we looking at for Cancer? Who's coming in or who are they dealing with? 3 cards on Cancer's person, please. Possibly a Pisces, possibly new love with a Pisces, maybe an Aquarius, a Scorpio, a Virgo. I'll tell you more, I promise. Let's get 3 cards on Cancer. I'm using oracle cards this time, and then we'll clarify with tarot. That card wants to be seen too. And that one? Oh my goodness. Okay. Too many cards. The Oracle. Seek wisdom and guidance from elders. Well, if I'm older than you, Cancer, then allow me to jump in. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just being a nerd. All right, so let's look at you first. So Aquarius, Scorpio, any air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Earth, actually you have a lot of signs coming through. You also have some Earth energy here too, more air energy. So let's look at this. A long journey brings reward, the stars. So this is a very fortuitous card. You could almost look at it as like the star of healing, the star of hope. I'm sort of getting this idea of feeling lost among the stars. That's going to make sense to a lot of you in LA, right? Lost among the stars and the sea of people, right? There's something, I said the exact same thing to Pisces. You're no longer lost in the crowd. Someone sees you, or vice versa. You see someone for the first time, even though they've always kind of been near you or lived close to you or been in your network of stars, network of people. So then you have the key. Locked doors can now be opened. So Cancer, you have 2 kick-ass cards to start with your energy. So you've completed something major, something in your spiritual journey where, again, there were obstacles, there were locked doors. It's almost like you've ascended and you've reached the next level on your spiritual journey. And it's like universe throws you a little gift. Only the thing is, I'm almost getting it was always there. You just didn't see it or you weren't in the frame of mind to be able to accept it. Because you triumph over adversity. Absolutely. I was just about to say, you've had to go through something that was very arduous. It felt like a very long, drawn out process. Now that could be anything, right? That could be something involving your work. That could be something involving your family. That could be searching for the perfect household or apartment. It could be doing some internal, I'm hearing almost like decluttering, or I really heard redistribution. So I don't know, maybe it's focusing mind, body, spirit type stuff, right? You've had to go to, this message keeps coming up. It came up in Scorpio. It's like you've had to go to war. You've had to put your battle armor on and be fearless and face something that you were apprehensive to face or you were sort of scared of, but you're coming through with flying colors. And, so if you're going through the thick of it now, it's saying at the end of this, there's something really great coming to you. Forces of nature favor you, the green man. So that to me says something about earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and something about a very heavy door knocker. I know this is like a random intuitive hit. It means nothing to me, guys, but I hope it makes sense to you. There's something about like this very old, I don't know if it's like an old-timey door knocker or it's something very heavy, almost like something you'd see in like a medieval church or something where so I don't know if that's a metaphor for something, the door to spirituality, the door to, the thing is, I don't want to say romance because there's something, okay, I think I know what this is saying. There's something very heavy. There's something very conservative, almost like, I was almost getting like religious undertones, like, oh, it's the, something very heavy. It's at the church. You may have had a change in perspective on some sort of, almost like a moral belief that you were carrying with you into your romantic life. And I think some of you realized you had this epiphany that, again, you were almost trying to live out somebody else's truth, maybe because you wanted their approval or because it was just programmed into you. It was ingrained into you, almost like dogma, like, well, I need this person in my life and they're going to serve this purpose. You have a change in perspective and you come to some sort of realization that it's like the old way of doing things doesn't work for you anymore. So, even if you weren't necessarily trying to please your parents or your family or, whoever it was, your mate, right? Maybe you were looking at partnership in terms of, what you give, but we're never even thinking about what is offered to you. There's some sort, I heard the word existential, Cancer. I'm not even going to touch that. Anyway, there's something about your change of mind and what you decide you need or want or both in a relationship. And again, it unlocks a door. I am going to get to your person. Sorry. Because I'm reading with oracle cards, it's not as straightforward. I have to kind of read them more intuitively. And then the Wyvern, your secrets are safe. So I think you're going to open up to this person, quite literally. Air and earth is coming through very strongly here, though I will say, especially if it's in your chart, Cancer, if you have very strong Gemini, Aquarian, or Libra placements, that's a double confirmation that this is probably you. So let's hop over to your person, and what can I tell you? You will be guided through darkness. It almost feels like the universe has paired you up with someone who you can go through your like soul journey together. There's something about your secrets are safe and you will be guided through darkness. I think this is something you offer to each other. Possibly Scorpio or Pisces vibes here. It could be Cancer too. There's just something about there's solidarity in what this person offers to you, and there's a huge... If you've had trust issues in the past, something about this person allows you to open up again. Cancer, this is kind of a cool message. Then the Chalice, rejuvenation and fulfillment. For some of you, this may actually involve some sort of religious or spiritual ceremony, or it could just be saying, possibly wedding vibes with this person. And then Spirit, an unforeseen force watches over you. So this is divinely guided. Feels very fortuitous. Okay, and for some of you, I don't know if you can see this because my lighting is so bad. I apologize for that. Anyway, it's like too much light. I need to push my lamp back, but whatever. I'm not going to stop your reading. Because she's holding a skull, it feels very Shakespearean. So this person may be very into like history, but also historical literature, like literally Shakespeare type stuff. They could be a poet or a writer, or there's something very old school and I'm even gonna say like retro about them. They do things a different way. Like they probably still write you handwritten love notes, which I know you dig that, Cancer, right? Also, this idea of the skull, it's something gets reinvigorated, and this Chalice says rejuvenation and fulfillment. So this is the same message I actually gave to Scorpio. So you guys might be dealing with each other because I think the Chariot card did come out in Scorpio's reading. This could be a revival of something from the past. Now, it doesn't have to be someone you dated, but it could be someone you've always kind of known, someone you went to school with, someone who always lived in the same town that, you said hi on the bus every morning, whatever it is. There might be something that it comes back from the past, but it feels like just super divinely guided. It feels like your angels were protecting you or something, or they were waiting to usher in the right partnership to you, Cancer. Tell me a little bit more about this person. Deck's upside down. All right, the Fool. So for some of you, it might be brand new. For some of you, this person is a drummer or a musician, but specifically drums. And now I'm seeing the White Stripes, Meg White. Maybe that's someone's name. I don't know. Or I don't know. Why am I mentioning the White Stripes? It feels like there's a message in that, which you got to think outside the box, Cancer. I mean, sure, maybe this person is a fan of the White Stripes, but there's something deeper than that. So I don't know if that's a song that you guys sang together, or you performed in the talent show in the 3rd grade to that song. Or do you know what I mean? There's something about that is symbolic, but I can't quite grasp what it is. The White Stripes, so Meg and Jack White. I don't know what their zodiac signs are. Maybe look that up. Let's see. Tell me more. Like bees to honey, there's a lot of attraction instantly. And there's something, like bees to honey, there's something very sweet. I think I probably said this to you, Cancer, because this is a metaphor I just love. It's the idea of like, the flower doesn't bloom with the will of, I'm going to attract bees. I hope I attract bees. Where's my romantic partner, right? In metaphor, the flower just does what it's supposed to do and live out its life purpose, which is to bloom and be a flower. And like clockwork, right? Nature does or follows suit essentially, and the bee comes, right? There's something about working on yourself and just being the best you can be. Know that you're going to catch the right bumblebee. It's going to fly, and you're never going to miss out on that opportunity. It won't pass you by, is what I'm trying to say in a not so intelligent way. But what's meant to be yours will always be yours. You guys don't need to worry about it. You have very strong cards. I don't know what else to tell you. It's divinely guided. It could be with a Leo as well. Leo, the major arcana for Leo is coming up. And I think I said this in your last reading, something about the color yellow. Oh, this is the second time that's come up, because I remember I said yellow, like honey, like Winnie the Pooh. There's like a sweetness. There's like this is the second time I've gotten that message, within a week, Cancer. Something about honey. Is your person like a damn beekeeper or something? I don't know. Or stripes. If they're on some sort of athletic team, they may literally have like black and yellow stripes, or I'm thinking like the Boston Bruins now. I don't know, there's something about the stripes, again, like the white stripes or the yellow stripes, the black stripes, whatever it is. There's something about that that's significant. It's just a confirmation to know that it's your person, that's all. All right. Oh yeah, you're sweet like candy. Like the Mandy Moore song. Ace of Swords. You want the lollipop, Cancer. I get it. Then you have the Wheel of Fortune. Need I say more? Yeah, I don't know what else to tell you. This looks really good, Cancer. I'm trying to keep these relatively short. What do I need to know about this Wheel of Fortune? Really quick. Jupiter energy. It's an expansion of your love life. And okay, so this may involve a fire sign of your past. Again, my deck's upside down. I apologize. Ooh, I just saw the... Holy crap, Cancer. I'm seeing all the good cards. I saw 8 of Wands, so messages are coming in. Someone could fly to see you. Knight of Wands possibly indicates a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It doesn't have to be. It might just indicate... passion, flames of romance. You do technically have 2 cards of Sagittarius. And yeah, Judgment says to me this person is probably not brand new to your life. For some of you, it could be. But there's just something very symbolic about rejuvenation. And it's like, I'm almost getting this metaphor of like transporting you back to the past to make it work when it couldn't. It's a really great message. Cancer, do you have to take back your person from the past? Absolutely not. You have free will. You know you don't have to do that. But a lot of you will. 6 of Cups. Stop it. You have all of like the person from the past nostalgia. And I'm going to say the same thing I said to Scorpio. This probably isn't the person that you effing hate that you never want to speak to again. It's probably someone else. However, I am being called to say this might not be someone you ever dated before. It could have been someone you were just friends with. Or again, there was something about it where you never even considered it being romantic because maybe they were married at the time, or maybe you guys worked together and it was, there was some sort of thing where you're like, oh, well, I'm not going to invest my heart into that. This seems like I'm sorry, my nose is running. A welcoming surprise in your life. I don't necessarily think you see it coming, but when you see who it is, you're like, oh yeah, they're kind of cute. I'm kind of interested in that. And there's something about the target, like they have their eyes set on you. They want Cancer this time, and I think they're making it known. Ace of Swords and the Chalice. It's almost like Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords. So communicating about where they're at emotionally with you, Cancer. Ooh, Cancer, that feels really good. I'm into that one. All right, guys, that's what I got for you. I'm just going to reiterate, I'm trying to establish more consistency on this channel. So from now on, I'm going to try to post water signs Wednesdays around 4 p.m. Eastern time. So do the math of wherever you're at. So it's going to be water signs Monday, fire signs Tuesdays, earth signs Wednesday, air signs Thursday. I will try to keep that up as much as I can. I'm human. I know I won't be able to do it all the time, but for the time being, you can hopefully expect those videos around those dates. Other than that, please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for joining me here at the Intuitive Teacup, and I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye, guys.